Yay! First try. Does well for time. That's it. That was the 510 mode, which usually you'd see everyone on, and everyone attacking me, and obviously I'd try to beat it. However, I wanted to make a video on this game because I really like it, and I'll get to what I like in a bit. But usually I would do obviously the true max mode, because obviously that's everyone, like all the characters, everyone active, max AI, like that's usually what I do. Problem: these three make this set go from like skill based and fun to just complete luck and dice rolls. You just have to constantly play dice rolls throughout the entire thing with anyone in it, not any one of them, but the mixture of them cause a lot of issues regarding luck. And generally, I've tried it. I don't think I can do it personally. Like, well, I can do it, but obviously not in due time. Hence why I did this, since this is the base max mode and that warrants an ending. Doing 510 or above will warrant that ending. But as for how I like the game, a much better experience than I was expecting. I'm usually like, not that I'm not keen to see what like bigger, like more popular fan games are like, because they kind of, it's sort of repetitive. They kind of fall in the same boat. It's just, they have good visuals, gameplay isn't bad, but it's done enough. It's done well enough to just fit. Like a lot of these high quality ones fall under the same boat. It's usually just high quality graphics. Gameplay can be hit or miss. But this, for even especially for being a remake of the original Five Nights at Freddy's, it's really well done. It focuses a bit more on realism and kind of a very different way of portraying the story. It's not as cliche, and generally I really liked the way the game played out. I loved figuring out the little details here and there, like some just generally learning how to work around some characters. Like even if you probably wouldn't take that long, like I liked how Bonnie was kind of like, you had to figure out sort of the way to put up with him. Like you had to figure out a way to get around him, because checking for him was not going to work, like just flicking back and forth. But when you notice the camera's refreshed when he's in 8, and regardless if you look at that camera, that means he's at the window. Which I really liked figuring that out, because I tried multiple ways of dealing with him, and we were like, me and a friend, like we were struggling quite a bit. Eventually we figured it out. And honestly, I just really liked the way it played out. The ambience in every night when you get to 3 AM, that's a nice touch. The music for night 5. Just one thing I do like, the soundtrack, even if it's just ambience or like, you know, just the music in night 5. Every single night, it just gives like the vibe of the character. Every single track, it just gives off the vibe of each one. Like just Foxy's one being very imposing and very like deep in sound shows Foxy's character being very like aggressive and just like it just gives you that feeling like you just have to watch him. It's just he's in the back of your mind the whole time. Freddy's is just perfect. I don't know. The Night 5 with Freddy, like, that music is just... It's probably the most imposing track you could possibly give Freddy. Out of any game I've played. But yeah, just... a really, really good FNaF 1 remake. Usually these don't have the greatest reputation when they're just remakes. This is like a whole other thing. Like, I don't know what makes me like it so much, it just works. The only real gripe is just the post-night task being a little bit simpler compared to the rest of the game, which that's fair. I think they do well in the horror department. They give off that level of fear with the way it feels, but the gameplay is just kind of like very simple, and I think that's most likely to focus on the horror aspect more than the actual gameplay. But the gameplay for the main set, like just the main gameplay, is pretty good. Like, I can see what it's trying to do. It's definitely trying to be like just managing your time, and just making sure you're prioritizing the correct thing in the correct moment. Like, sometimes you don't have to go for Sparky immediately. Other times you'd have to just go straight for Freddy, then go all the way back around just to find Sparky, or just keep track of Foxy's movement in your head. Not keep track of it, but have a rough idea of like when it's like too long you're looking away. This gives you more time to focus on Chica and kind of strategize between what way you're going to go, if you're going to do a lap around the building or if you're going to go back to just see. There's not like too much in it, but it works. Like, the cameras add a lot to like the small level of strategy. It's very nice. Will I do 8-10 mode? Amazing question. I honestly don't know. Probably not with this if I do. To be completely honest, I have no idea what this does. Like, it doesn't really explain, but all I can think of is just the AI increases by some sort of increment over the course of the night, I think. I don't know. But yeah, just if I do this will just probably be one of those things I'll attempt on the side. I won't. You'll see this just randomly if I ever do beat it, which is not likely. Aside from the balancing issues with all of this, which I don't mind if it's ironed out or not, but you know, I can see what, like, obviously it wasn't intended to balance it. It was just throwing in fun stuff. Which I do like the character's looks. I like him. He's annoying, but I like him. But yeah. The 5-10 mode of Freddy's Reanimated. As I said before, very good game. If you just want a pretty good FNaF 1 reimagining, this is a good pick. It just works for me. It ticks all the boxes for me. I don't know how to explain it. But I'll shut up. I hope you enjoyed the partially chaotic 5-10 mode of this great game, and I wish you all the best. Bid farewell.